Okay, so we're here doing Savannah's brows. When you do brows, you have to, everybody has a start, arch, and ending point. To take those measurements, you have to do 3 different things. We've already done that, so I'm just gonna go through and show you how I would do that. Here's Savannah's start. As you can see, this eyebrow is grown in. However, this one still needs to grow in. You could microblade. A lot of people are doing that. However, you don't want to do that because as the years pass by, the color is turning, and when the color turns, it can turn tattoos to blue, orange, green, just depending on your skin tone. So it's best if you can always let your hair grow in on its own. So what we're going to do is we are going to tint them later, but right now we're just kind of filling in before I am going to wax, so that we can follow the line based upon how we want her eyebrows to grow in. So that's what we're doing right now. And that way we can follow those lines as we do our brows. So as you can see, the first one's done, but this one has to have a lot. She definitely needs to let this side grow out. She over plucked or tweezed or waxed, whatever it was. So we're just gonna fill this in a little bit. And the reason you do this is that way your lines are super crisp. You know what you're trying to follow the lines. Therefore, you're not waxing outside of those lines or inside of those lines. So that's kind of the thought behind that. And tinting, to go ahead and tint, we're gonna do that, not in this video, but tinting is meant, you could do it every, I would say 4 to 5 weeks, 6, sometimes 6, but when you tint the skin, it helps her know what lines to follow along with, and
it makes that on my own.
Yeah, when you're plucking on your own in between getting your eyebrows done. So it's
that
just,
you're not messing up the process as you go.
You really should be, you never want to pluck or tweeze your own brows. If you can, you should be going to a brow specialist, somebody that's kind of all they do. You don't, it's funny, but they say you never want to go to a nail shop and where they have waxing to get your eyebrows done, because in most cases they don't know what they're doing. You just want to find a specialist of some sort, a referral, or if you see somebody with really pretty brows and you like them, that's kind of the best way to go. So as you can see on the end, she has a ways to grow into over here. They're thick, but she just has some growing in just to make them a little more thicker. So we're just going to continue filling out these lines before we go ahead and do the waxing, which she loves so much. She freaks out every time we do it. And I can go outside of these lines right now because I'm gonna clean up what I'm doing. I'm just trying to kind of fill in what I think they should be. And so if they're a little messy, you don't have to worry about that. We're gonna fix it. And that's her arching point, which is right here. So we're gonna make sure that we fill that in according so that they sit the way she wants them to sit.
Our people understand, and many are also in recovery. Call for support and strength. You can call for someone who can.
So microblading, I don't know. There's pros and cons, but I would say if you have decent eyebrows, try to let them grow. You can also get Latisse or any other forms of product that allow your eyelashes and natural brows to grow in. A lot of people have some great products out there. And those are always the best kind of way to do that. So now we kind of have the form or the shape that we want. So I'm just going to kind of clean up those lines, and then I'm going to wax.